have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzante. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Of course. I'll remember.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzante.
About that equality that somebody mentioned about Hyzante, does that not work?
Half sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Alright, well, you want to tell me, or you want to keep hiding behind these
hair would draw attention.
words?
Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
Wow. I mean, what does it matter with their hair color?
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzante. Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation.
But, like,
The
why?
Gospel of the Goddess regards them as sinners. Yes, I do.
Ah, so it's all equal unless you are not with the chosen ones or whatever.
But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins. Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Just like wear a hat or something. It'll be fine.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
It's ain't gonna be like a happy-go-lucky trip, but it is gonna be interesting to see this place. And what sort of complications we do run into, because I'm sure there will be some. Sure. I think is it just gonna bring me back to the map? I want to do those the mock battles, maybe at least one of them.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land.
Woo! Look at us flying across the world.
Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Noselia's only supply of salt.
Ah, that's why the walls are there, to protect it.
Upon the lake shores of the source,
The lake looks like a heart, by the way.
likeness of the goddess,
Pretty interesting.
ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzante.
Part 2, a land of sand and sun. Alright, so that's why there's part 1, because part 2 could be different depending on which location you go to. Very cool. Oh wow, yeah. This is very desert-like.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I mean, probably not.
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
Yeah, especially with the technology in this day and age.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
Unless we attack from the inside. We don't have enough people to do that. I like the layout of this place. This is cool.
What's that sound?
Alerting everybody that a pink-haired girl is here. That they need to all watch out. Is that giant bell that they were talking about? That's probably what it is.
Could this be?
Like everybody sort of bows toward it.
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
Yeah?
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzante, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
That's actually kind of surprising.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality.
Oh, okay. To sort of lessen that temptation.
No one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Oh.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
Yo, sick.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
That's what it sounds like.
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much you can do.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
All right, well, we are in the holy city of Hyzante. How about that? Or the holy state of Hyzante. This place in here also looks really cool.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolford of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regner.
Oh, he's like listening for a message.
Speaks to you. Serenoa Wolford, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
No problem.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolford and Hyzante have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, It is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
That's the goal.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
Ooh. I think it's significant. Stepping stone towards peace. IO endeavor. Ugh. Not aligned. I wouldn't really want to bring that up. I would say I don't know. I like peace between three nations.
I think it a significant stepping stone toward peace between the three nations.
A safe reply, to say the least.
Yeah, it was a safe reply. You read me like a book.
It is an ideal that I can only hope is shared by all those involved.
Yeah, let's hope.
If I might ask, what is the ideal to which the Holy One aspires?
You get an answer?
I would share the goddess's blessing with all of Norzelia. The Holy One wishes for a world where people are equal.
Okay.
The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you.
Uh-oh, please don't be rude, Roland.
I have heard that the people of Hyzante live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
What does that mean?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well.
I don't know if he's raised him much at all.
Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this.
Okay.
The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzante's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzante's pursuit of life and magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Alright, do we get a chance? Yeah, we're gonna get a chance to come back here. Let's go. Oh wow, we can't zoom out any more than this. But we should be able to go to the encampment. Let's go. Alright. I don't think we're going to be making any more story progress today. I do want to read some of the notes that I have. Alright, so let's read about the history of Glenbrook. The Kingdom of Glenbrook is the oldest of the three nations existing today. Though there have been changes to the branch families, the blood of the founder still runs through... still runs strong in the veins of the current king, Regna. The Holy State of Hyzante asserts that their nation was founded first according to the goddess's scriptures. That Glenbrook's long history is a fabrication of later generations. Glenbrook has continued to ignore this claim. Oh boy. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost was founded by the Archduke's family, who shared a common ancestor with the royal family of Glenbrook. They insisted upon their right to succeed the throne up until the Salt Iron War began, and denied the current royal family's rule. When the war began, they acknowledged the family's legitimacy, and the two nations formed a secret alliance. It said that King Regna required the former Archduke Zygmunt officially recognize his rule in order to enter into an alliance. Interesting. Okay. Norzelia Consortium. After the Salt Iron War, oh wow, this is gonna be a lot of reading. Fought over Hyzante's sole ownership of salt. Norzelia Consortium was established to oversee the equal distribution of salt and iron to the realm. Three nations brought together trade specialists to create the neutral and impartial organization as agreed upon in the Accords. The Consortium's success in fair trade contributed greatly to the reconstruction of Norzelia, which had been ravaged by the war. Okay. Kingdom of Glenbrook, rich in agriculture and fisheries, prospered due to the stable influx of salt from the Consortium. The people were able to produce large quantities of salted meats, dried fish, dairy products, and more. Exports of these goods helped restore national power. Though it was thought to be the dawn of a new age for Nozelia, Hyzante began to strengthen his voice within the consortium as the reconstruction progressed. In Aesfrost, on the other hand, the situation could not have been worse. Its already small population suffered the greatest number of casualties during the war, and reviving the iron industry was taking longer than anticipated. To make matters worse, salt prices soared within the duchy due to taxes and transportation fees from the distant Hyzante. Though iron exports were meant to balance salt imports, the nation's labor and iron shortage caused it to accrue a large trade deficit. Though the consortium was meant to adjust that imbalance, it did not take any drastic measures. Rather, it leaned more toward Hyzante and establishing salt as the main axis of trade. It doesn't sound like Aesfrost is in like a great position here. There are some who believe that the Hierophant, unable to accept that the war ended in a draw due to the injuries on all sides, had a hand in this and wished Aesfrost to take responsibility for the war. Though the truth is unknown, it is undeniable that Aesfrost is the only nation at such a major disadvantage. The duchy's dissatisfaction naturally mounted, and a tension much like the one before the Salt Iron War began descended upon Nozelia. Concerned King Regna and Simone Walfort then summoned the other nations to participate in a joint mining venture at the Grand Nozelian Mines. Their aim was not only to ease the tension between the Duchy and Holy State, but offer support for the former iron industry and correct the trade imbalance between both nations. Okay. The entire realm watches this new venture with hopeful eyes, praying that it will finally create the much-needed balance between salt and iron and restore the original functions of the Nozelia Consortium. If it succeeds, then perhaps our realm will finally know peace and tragedies of the Salt Iron War will be a thing of the past. So it sounds like Aesfrost is in the worst political position, and if one of these three nations were to turn out to be more villainous and start a new war, it could potentially be Aesfrost instead of Hyzante like I originally thought. The Nozelia River has two tributaries with unique properties. The western branch running from snowy Nozelian mountains is filled with water year-round. Though the water levels are now under control, the tributary was once quite turbulent and prone to floods. Many areas with swift currents still remain, however, and prove challenging to inexperienced sailors. Only Aesfrost ships, armed with full knowledge of the river's waters, are able to navigate these currents. The other tributary, stemming from the eastern deserts, flows calmly throughout. The gentle sloping of the river also allows for easy upstream passage. Water transport flourishes for much of the year, although low water levels in some seasons make the voyage near impossible for large vessels. Two branches converge into a single mighty river at Glenbrook and flow south to the Nozelia Falls. Alright. We're gonna go to the encampment, and I'm gonna do some of those mock battles. I'm gonna do the one, see how long it takes, and then maybe do the other one, maybe not, we'll see. And then I'll probably wrap up my session from there. Basic training, let's go! The mental mock battle, so this is all a battle that takes place in your mind. Alright, we gotta decimate the enemy forces, and not lose all of our allied forces. Alright, there's a limit to the number of units you may deploy in battle. Units over this threshold go into your reserves and will not participate in battle. Alright. Units that may prove especially helpful in battle are marked recommended. There's no penalty if you do not deploy the recommended units. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so let's select the units to deploy. Right now, we would be keeping out Huet and Eridor. I think that is actually fine. So if we maybe none of these are specifically recommended.
Understood.
I am ready. I live to see.
Nice. I don't see the big recommended thing that it was talking about, but maybe these are the ones. But essentially all the ones that are level 2 I want to be here. Anna actually probably doesn't need to be here. Let's switch out Anna and Huet, because Anna I think is gonna grow levels pretty quickly, because Anna can take 2 turns every turn basically. Okay. I don't think I care that much about placement. I think we're just ready to begin the battle. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, this is the first mock battle. I have to imagine that this might be easier than that other story battle that we did. But who knows? Let's see what we're sort of looking at.
I won't lose.
Alright, so we do go first. So you're over there. You're way over there. So the ones that are going first are this guy. Oh, you're 11. And this guy. Wait, so then... yeah, so you're 2. You're 4. So if I can get some damage over this way, that would be good. so Roland. I kind of want to start getting into a corner. Well, if I do that, then he draws aggro from literally one person. I actually kind of like this. Yeah, I'll face that way. That's actually not a big deal. So he's gonna come over this way. I don't know if this is like other games, like Fire Emblem, where it's just like bows are good against like flying units or not. I don't know if that's a chance I should take or not. But I'm gonna fly out of the way, actually. I want to do a better job positioning myself for this fight compared to the fight I had before. Alright, so here's Serenoa. I don't know if I need to delaying strike. I feel like more damage is probably going to be better because I don't think this guy's going to last past this turn. And I'm going to face that way.
I see a path to victory.
Benedict, you can just attack here. Who gets to go next, actually? Wait. Benedict, where are you at? Right, so it's Benedict, then Gila, then that guy way over there, then... Alright, so Frederica's going to get the killing blow on this guy here. So that's fine. So that means that I can just sort of attack here.
Your defense is weak.
And then do that. Gila should just kind of get out of range. Does anybody need their wounds cured? I don't think so. Do I still get experience for that? I do. Wow, I get experience for healing even when I don't need to. That's pretty crazy. For those in need, alright, so now she's gonna have another option. That's pretty nice. That guy's gonna come attack Roland. Should be fine. Ooh, a Mighty Strike. 24.
Allow me.
And then Frederica can scorch this guy. Oh, that's not gonna be the final blow. I really thought it would be. I guess Benedict was just not strong enough. Alright, so that's just a slight oversight, but it's fine.
I won't lose.
I like this sort of bunch that I have over here. I think I actually want to move Roland out of danger. Where Gila's way over there. How much healing do I have? I have some healing. I'm gonna use an HP thing. It seems like they're pretty plentiful. And I'll look this way. I just kind of want to get Roland out of danger and not take too much damage. I can probably attack. Yeah, I can attack, get the final blow on this guy from way over here. I do want to attack from safety. The fact that Huette wasn't one of the recommendeds makes me think that she might be weak to some of the bows and arrows or something, maybe. Ice arrow. Okay, that's fine. That didn't do a ton of damage. Casting an ice attack on a freezable square will freeze it, though there are exceptions to the rule. Squares that are frozen reduce the mobility and accuracy of any unit standing upon them. Frozen tiles can be melted by fire attacks, though there are exceptions. Okay.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay, okay. I think coming up this way and actually getting a delaying strike on this guy is a good play. Okay, so it's only that tile that's frozen. Yeah, we'll keep facing that way. Benedict can just try and get a backstab on this guy. Or I can use Benedict to increase... What are your options here? An ally strength or magic for 3 turns. Physical defense and magic defense. So I could do that to Frederica. But then I'm kind of... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Time to strike.
Thank you.
And then end my turn, face this way.
I shall do what I can.
Oh right. What's your new command? Can I not look? Can I look at your details potentially? For those in need, what does that do? Passive skill grants additional HP to allies at 50% or less. when using health. Oh, okay. All right. So that it's just gonna heal better. I kind of have a feeling that if I try to just attack with the rod, it's gonna do like no damage. It'll do some damage. I actually wait. Serenoa can. So I would take 2 attacks there. I would also take 2 attacks there. How close do I have to be to cure wounds? This is where I have to be. I'm gonna do it.
Allow me.
I think Jayla can take some attacks. It's fine.
This will help.
It ain't a big deal. Look that way. He's gonna come over and attack. Oh yeah, but you'd have to go on the ice. All right, so now, well, Frederica does have 2. And Scorch is gonna be better. Oh, that guy's gonna be weak? Okay, well then in that case, I'm gonna do that.
With the powers in me.
Then that takes 1 person away. We'll look this way. And we just have these heavy guys. Which should be fine. Yeah, you're on the ice. You did hit, but only 16. That's not that big of a deal. Roland can now kind of come here, backstab. Boom.
Brace yourself.
Take that. Yeah, you can keep facing that way. That's perfectly fine. I think this counts as a backstab if I do it from over here as well. Yeah, that should be a kill. Boom. You're done for. I'll keep looking this way. Serenoa cannot quite get to behind that guy. I could get to the side, but then I would be it would be possible. I'd be open to a pincer attack like that. We can try to delay his turn. I don't know if it really matters, but I'll try.
I'll make this quick.
I'm not sure how much it delays it by. But I get to have a bunch of turns in a row right now.
I see a path to victory.
So Benedict, you can come here and get a backstab on this guy.
That seems
Your
to work.
luck has run out.
Like the 2 weakest characters just trying to smack this dude in metal armor.
Let me heal your wounds.
You could heal. Actually, I kind of feel like you should heal your own wounds. Yeah. Yeah, heal your own wounds.
Be at ease.
I actually think if I do this fire attack, it might melt this
Let me show
this
you
square,
what I
but it also makes sense just to pincer this guy. Okay, maybe not. If I do Scorch, I think it would melt the ice, but maybe not just a normal fire, Tome of Fire or whatever. Go for the backstab. Fair enough. Oh! That did a lot of damage, I think. And then you're gonna do that.
Impossible.
Okay, that didn't do that much damage.
My turn.
Alright, I did not consider moving me that many tiles away. It is fine. So now Roland can go here. Double thrust this guy. This guy's not gonna last very long.
Yes.
Boom. And you leveled up. Let's go.
Here I come.
I mean, I don't really need to be behind. I just really like getting backstabs. Actually, no. Getting backstabs even when you don't need to is still good for getting kudos. Because we get a kudos for every time we perform a backstab.
From where shall we strike?
Yeah, I'll come up here. Let's use our longsword. I think everybody's gonna get a chance to move. Before he gets to go again. I don't think I can hit any of them, so I guess, you know what, there, you're gonna have better defense as you get closer.
Well done.
Then move sure over here or something. I don't really care.
Let me heal your wounds.
You can go there. Guess. Oh yeah, cure your own wounds. That's fine.
Be at ease.
I just want her to be a little closer. That way, if we need to heal Serenoa, she can. All right. I don't think I can. I can't really Scorch. I can't Scorch and have it like matter. So we're not going to. And I'm just going to end my turn here. Yep. We're closing in. Yep. There he goes. Now he gets his turn. Ow. That was so rude.
Defeat is not an option.
It's going to attack you, and that's the finishing blow. Yay! Alright, so that's the first mock battle done. I think I'm down to do the other one. See if I can also do that. It's a good way to attain kudos. We don't get any coins. We did not get any spoils. But maybe that's because this is just like the very first like practice battle thingy. So that's fine. We'll see what happens if we do the next one as well.